Okay, it's 7:45 a.m. Central, a little less than an hour before open. We're in this trade, and I'll show you what's happened here. Um, have this trend working up. You know, we started out the day down, and then this is when the reversal started happening. And I jumped the gun. I got in here. Just not a second entry. It's not anything like that. The CL has good runs, which is why I like it. You know, it tends to run a while. Like you can see over here, it ran quite a while. Over here, it's running a while. And one thing that I've been looking for recently is this crossover before. Unless I get a really good setup, I'm waiting for this crossover with 21 to cross above the 50 before I start really looking long. But if it gives me a nice crossover like it does here, typically I'm pretty ready to go long at that point, and I should have waited for an actual entry. I mean, because I had the trend line drawn, and this is at the top of the trend line, and then of course it bounces and then comes back. So I just jumped the gun a little bit. It almost ticked me out. I survived by one tick, and then it bounced off my trend line. It was a second entry. So at this point, I was pretty happy with going long there. Although, you know, the only hang-up could be we were moving sideways here. And so this could be the top. I mean, it could bounce here and then reverse and stop me out. But we'll wait and see. I'll get back to you once it plays out. All right, so we hit the first target. Well, that might be all we get. So while we're letting that play out, I'll recap kind of what I've been doing. So this is all experimental, this triple EMA nonsense here. But one thing that I've really been kind of playing with, and I don't remember where I read this first. Somebody had the idea of the EMA crossover somewhere on the internets. And I mean, it's not some kind of magic where as soon as it crosses over, you go long or some bullshit like that. You're still looking for the price action proper setup, and that's what I didn't do here, and that's why I pulled back and almost stopped me out. You know, I jumped the gun. I didn't wait for a good actual price action setup, but then I luckily got one and went long, and then of course that's why it worked out. But this stuff is just, I believe it's helping me mentally to stay on the right path. Because once that's crossed over and is a decent crossover, it's not just middling around in here, I know that, hey, that momentum is definitely moving up now, at least in my brain, right? And it's probably safe to go long, and so I don't have to, I don't know. It's almost like I don't have to pay as much of attention at every single bar because I'm kind of waiting. So it'd be like waiting for something to come back to the EMA. Like you don't pay attention to all this nonsense here, and then okay, now I can start paying attention and seeing if I should go short or not. Now that it's back at the EMA, or now that it's back to the trend line, which is what I should have done over here, waited till it goes back to the trend line. So it's just another one of those things. And I'm not recommending it to anybody on this triple EMA or the crossover nonsense or anything like that, because it's something I'm just playing with. But that's why I'm doing it. So we'll put this on pause. We'll see if we get that second entry or not, or the second target. All right, so we hit the second target. bounced off the trend line, continued on, got the second target just in time too, because I have got to start real work. So, calling it a day, still 30 minutes before market open. Man, this is why I like the CL. It's the only way I can trade, otherwise I'd have to give up this nonsense. See you guys later.